Somewhere in Jersey City, the young Wally West and Jackson Hyde are walking down the sidewalk when none other than Major William Randolph Wintergreen, the close friend and maybe the only of Deathstroke's, pulls up in a black sedan and offers the children a ride. He is more than aware that Slade can be a jackass sometimes. When Slade joined the army, he was not much older than those in the Teen Titans, and he had the best of intentions. But now, having ruined relationships with his daughter and surviving son, rather than simply saying he's sorry, he concocts a scheme to change the past. The entire planet is at risk simply because Slade is incapable of hugging his children. In the past variant of Wally West is lying unconscious on the ground. The three groups of Titans are running around, bickering. Wally is literally dying on the ground in front of them, and it's all thanks to Damian. Nightwing tries to grab Robin and forcibly drag him away from Kid Flash before the young boy Wonder can do any more damage. Meanwhile, Nightwing's past variant is performing CPR in a desperate attempt to jumpstart Kid Flash's heart. Just when all hope is lost, Kid Flash wakes up. Back in the car, the present Kid Flash is starting to connect the dots. All of Deathstroke's doing can be simplified as a man looking for a son, taking advantage of a boy looking for a father. Things are never simple. Good, evil, right, wrong, them versus us. All Wally wants to be is a good man, to be his own man. Kid Flash opens the car door and steps outside. But once he does, Wally feels a familiar, powerful energy coursing through him. His speed has returned, and he's off to meet with his friends at Hatton Corners. In the past, all of the time-displaced Titans begin glowing blue. With the older Wally West still erased from time, Jericho does not have the speed to keep up with the temporal field. It's collapsing around them. One by one, they each touch down in the present day. Not long after, Deathstroke arrives. Speed Force energy cracks around his suit like tangible rage. Beast Boy was under the impression that Robin cut the cord connecting Deathstroke to the Flash's Speed Force. He did, but apparently Deathstroke has somehow tapped into the Speed Force directly. Yes, Deathstroke confirms. I now have the power to wipe you all out of existence. But first, I'm going to save my son. Deathstroke races off at speeds high enough to circle the globe in seconds. I need to go back even farther, prevent Grant from running away in the first place. And after that, I'll deal with the lot of you. Jericho flies in his father's wake and attempts to stop him before he does something he can't fix. Deathstroke ignores his son's concern. I can feel it now. The energy source the speedsters draw from. I need more power than I can siphon from the boy. Tapping into it directly. Exhilarating. Like nothing I've ever felt before. More power. More speed. Grant. Grant. I will save Grant. There are 2 thunderclaps across the globe. One from Deathstroke breaking the Speed Force barrier, and another of the Flash striking down within a bolt of lightning at Hatton Corners. Arsenal, with a smirk on his face, asks what took the hero so long. The Flash looks up. His face is distraught. Sweat pours down from his forehead uncontrollably. He explains, I went after Jericho, followed his gravitational signature. Deathstroke. Deathstroke has entered the Speed Force. Once you've gone in, there's no way out. He's gone. Forever. A number of the Titans let out a small cheer. It looks like they can chalk this one up to the good guys. Kid Flash arrives and Arsenal cheers once again. You're kidding me, right? Kid Flash asks the other Titans as he slides to a halt. A man is dead and we're celebrating? How can we call ourselves heroes? Donna Troy reasons that no one is happy about this. Speak for yourself, Robin interjects. Beast Boy adds that Slade was a killer with super speed. He was a threat to the entire world. And he's not dead. He's just trapped. Forever. Honestly, it's better than he deserves. And what do we deserve? Wally snaps. When we behave just like him. We can't just leave him in there. Kid Flash sprints off in an attempt to access the Speed Force. The Flash hobbles to his feet. He tells Nightwing that they need to stop Kid Flash. He doesn't understand. Running faster than the speed of light gets you in the Speed Force. But Kid Flash doesn't know how to get out. Before the Flash can run off, Nightwing stops him, explaining they've lost the Flash once before. If he's going in, the Titans are going to make sure the Flash can make it out. Nightwing's solution: they build a rope. Lilith, Nightwing says, turning to Omen, link us all up telepathically. Not all, Robin huffs. A murderer hung himself. We shouldn't be arguing with fate. Nightwing corrects his younger brother. What we should be doing is sticking together. Go ahead, Lilith. Raven will harden our telepathic link with a psychic bond and astrally project into Jericho. Instantly, Jericho knows where Nightwing is going. If the Flash is willing to risk everything, then they are all going with him. Jericho transfers his consciousness and, by extension, the rest of the Titans' shared consciousness into the Flash, before they, as a group, race into the Speed Force. At super speed, Deathstroke's gravity sheath leaves a distinct signature. The Flash can only assume that Kid Flash is homing in on it, allowing him to accelerate faster than he's ever tried before. The Flash can remember what it felt like the first time he tried it. It was terrifying. He's betting Kid Flash barely knows what the Speed Force is. He only knows how to get into it from overhearing the Flash's interrogation with Deathstroke. The Flash is almost positive Kid Flash has even less of an idea of how to get out of it, because honestly, neither does he. The only reason the Flash got out was because he got lucky. Back at Hatton Corners, Damian stands around and oversees the heroes, who are now each petrified like statues standing in place. 11 lives risked to save a killer. What a waste, he muses to himself. At that moment, Jackson Hyde washes onto the dock. Thanks to his hydrokinesis, he was able to catch up with the other heroes. "Jackson!" Robin exclaims, minorly alarmed. "I keep forgetting about you." "So I've noticed," Jackson says back, snarkily. "Still making up my mind about you wanting to join us. You really need to keep up." Suddenly, the petrified Raven screams out in pain. Jackson rushes to her side in an attempt to do what he can to calm her down, but she's unresponsive. "I don't understand. What's happening to her?" he asks. "Raven is an empath, Jackson. Her vast mystical powers are subject to emotional extremes," Robin explains. "If Raven loses control, her soul self could be trapped in the Speed Force. Raven is the rope that holds the heroes to Earth, and she's beginning to fray. If we don't help her, the rope breaks, and we lose everyone. Taking Raven to the Speed Force was a terrible miscalculation." Within the Speed Force, things have gone wrong. Things are becoming unstable within the Flash's mind, and all the Titans are paying the price for it. The Flash explains that this is all his fault. He still feels guilty. "Guys, I didn't tell you the whole truth. I didn't lose to Deathstroke. I ran away from him. I am afraid." Raven senses Wally's fear. His fear is feeding back through their mental link, shattering it. Jericho and the others tell Flash that it's becoming too dangerous. They need to abort the plan. The Flash regrettably tells the others, "It's too late for that. We're moving too fast. We're going in." At Hatton Corners, Jackson continues to try to calm Raven down. Unfortunately, she still isn't listening to him. "Raven doesn't know me," he reasons. "She's not responding to me. It's gotta be you, Robin." "You're doing fine," Damian tells him. "Robin!" "Very well," Damian sighs before stomping forward. There, he tells Raven as he pats her head unempathetically. "Seriously, dude?" Jackson asks. Damian rolls his eyes and grabs Raven by her shoulders, before attempting to aggressively shake some sense into her.
Raven! Rachel! It's me, Damien! You're safe. No one will hurt you. Not on my watch. Come home, Raven. Your friends are waiting.
At that moment, a tear in the Speed Force rips open and both Wallies, as well as Deathstroke, flies out and falls to the floor. Once the portal closes, others begin waking up from their shared trance. Robin turns to his brother.
So, Nightwing, mission accomplished. Which only leaves us back where we started. Deathstroke.
Robin now draws his weapons and points them directly at the mercenary. Deathstroke, fuming with rage, draws his own weapon.
Everything, he snarls. You damned kids have cost me everything. There, inside the Speed Force, I've seen things no man will ever see. Things no man should ever see. Awareness on multiple planes, all at once. And now, it's gone. My higher consciousness, making it difficult to be in tune with the Speed Force. Every last one of you should die here today. And so should I. So, let's just end it, shall we?
Each of the Titans prepare for their final fight. But, instead of fighting, Deathstroke removes his mask and throws it to the ground.
I quit,
says the mercenary. He turns on his heels and walks in the opposite direction, telling the heroes,
Deathstroke is finished.